Hey guys, this is Autism Daddy. It's 6:50 on Monday, May 13th. I thought I'd try something different. Try to do a audio blog because I haven't been writing much lately, and just because I haven't had the time to sit down and do it. So I figured let me try this. So I'm driving home from work. It's Monday. Mother's Day was yesterday, and also Kyle's 10th birthday, and it's been a pretty interesting weekend. He's been amazingly good and well behaved. We had his pool birthday party on Saturday. Well, let me back up a second. Friday, I took the day off and went with the wife to his birthday party in his classroom, and went there. And there's, I think, 8 kids in the class, all with autism. And haven't been in the classroom a lot this year, so I didn't know the vibe of the class. But my goodness, I mean, these teachers and aides are amazing. Because, did he enjoy his birthday party? Probably, but the fact that 8 kids with severe autism all sat at a table and ate cupcakes for, I don't know, 10 minutes straight was pretty darn impressive. I mean, just the fact that they're following routines and sitting in their chairs. I haven't seen that go that well in a long time. So that was really successful, and that was on Friday. And then on Saturday, we had his birthday party. This is our 3rd or 4th year in a row having a pool birthday party. Basically, we rent out a room at the Y, at our local Y, and we get the pool for an hour, and we get a room, a private room for an hour where we order pizza and sandwiches and all that good stuff. And so my wife invited like 25 kids, thinking that some of them would say no, because always, it's around Mother's Day and around communion time, and we got no no's. So we had 25 kids, most of them with autism, and they all showed up with one parent each, so the room was packed. But again, the pool part, Kyle was great in the pool. The party part, unbelievable. I mean, this might sound silly, but basically he hadn't seen Lay's potato chips in a long time, and as soon as he walked into the party room, he saw Lay's potato chips, and he literally pulled up a chair and sat down and pretty much stayed sitting and just eating chips and enjoying everybody else's company for the whole hour. And, just really mellow. And then, and had a good time at his party. I mean, nothing earth-shattering. He didn't, but he didn't blow out his candles, which he usually does. But he had a really good time and was really well-behaved. And the party turned out amazingly well. I mean, I was a little stressed when I heard 25 kids, and there was a lot of planning and preparation, and logistical nightmares. The wife had to take her car up first, and I had to bring Kyle up later. And my wife's family helped out immensely. Her sister and her brother and her sister-in-law and her niece all kind of worked the party so that we could mingle with our friends, and they basically were the ones helping us serve and cut the cake and cut the pizza, and and this is our 3rd or 4th year doing it together, and they were kidding around that they've got it down pat. I mean, it was like so well organized that I'm just so happy about that. And I said when we got home, I'm like, that party went so well, I almost want to cry. Everything about it was just like seamless and easy. And again, 25 autistic kids in a room, you would think it'd be pandemonium. No, it was pretty minor incidents here. No, actually no incidents. I mean, it was pretty minor, no meltdown party, let's put it that way. And so there you go. So that was on Saturday. And then Sunday was Mother's Day and Kyle's actual 10th birthday. And so we have a tradition now for the 2nd or 3rd year where we have all of our, my mom and my wife's mom and some of her family over our house for Mother's Day for what we call buns and rolls, which is basically just buying bagels and donuts and all that good stuff, and eating it and celebrating Mother's Day. But this year, of course, Mother's Day and Kyle's birthday were the same day, so we had to have a cake as well. But again, 10 o'clock, maybe 12 people came over. We had to rearrange the dining room to make it so that 12 people could fit around the table. So there was a lot of logistics going on the night before. And Kyle was just happy to see everybody, happy that everybody was there, just going with the flow. And everything went really, really well. I mean, I just, all weekend I was thinking, wow, this has been a really amazing birthday weekend, and had a really good time. Was happy to see all of his family. Sat at the table again because of Lay's potato chips, and then at other points was just sort of hanging out in the living room, watching all of us, and doing his normal thing, but always within our sight. Like, didn't go escape into the other room like he used to. Still doing the breath holding like crazy, but besides, if you can ignore the breath holding, which is hard for the wife and I, but if you can ignore the breath holding, he's been amazing the past week or two. But the only problem was maybe mid-Sunday afternoon, he had a nice little seizure, just to snap us back into reality and make us realize that seizures are still there. And so that kind of brought me back to reality a little bit and put my mind back on the whole seizure thing, which brings us to this week. And today is what? Today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon, I have to take a half day from work, and I'm going to go get out of work around 2. And at 5 o'clock, we're bringing Kyle up to, I guess they call it a video EEG. Basically, it's a place where they put the EEG leads on your head and then send you home for 24 hours to do a 24-hour EEG in your home setting. And the reason we're doing this, as I wrote in my previous blog a couple weeks ago, they're seeing so much seizure activity that they need to see what's going on. The meds he's on aren't really helping, and so we got to see what's going on there. So that's tomorrow. So we went from this amazingly great weekend, Friday, Saturday, half a Sunday, and then Sunday was a return to Seizure Street, and now Tuesday into Wednesday is going to be 24 hours of absolute torture. Getting the leads on his head is going to be torture. Keeping him from pulling them off for 24 hours is going to be torture. Him going to sleep. Basically, when we go to the place tomorrow afternoon, we're going to basically have to Benadryl him up and knock him out so that he'll be almost asleep, or pretty much asleep, so that we can wrap him up like a mummy, papoose him, and put the leads on. And that is not going to be fun. So that's Tuesday into Wednesday. And again, my wife's sister is going to help us out and be there just to sort of relieve us a little bit and just be there for support, because we're not scared medically of anything. If he has a seizure, he has a seizure. In fact, we want him to have seizures. This way they can see it on the EEG and figure out what to do and what med might be the best for him. But we just want my sister-in-law there just to give us a break and just to be there and just to just to be an extra set of hands, an extra distraction for Kyle. So that's this week too. And again, like I wrote in my other blog, depending on what they see on these on this EEG, we might have to think about trying a new med. Right now he's on Depakote and Onfi, but they obviously aren't helping, and he's still having breakthrough seizures. And they think he has something called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, and if he does have that, that's a hard to treat type of epilepsy. So if he does have that, we'll have to go for surgery, possibly. We'll try another couple of meds, see which one, if any of those really help reduce them significantly. And if not, then we'll have to do that VNS surgery, which I can't think of what it stands for right now, but basically it's that surgery where it's not a scary brain surgery. It's basically almost like a pacemaker that's put into your chest, and it basically puts a magnet around one of the nerves and helps reduce seizures through magnetism. It sounds crazy, but it's known to reduce seizures in about half of the people that get the surgery, and the half of people that do have success have significant reduction in their seizures. So that's something we're looking into. Anyway, just like my blog, this is a long rambling video, audio, whatever you want to call it, because you can't see my face, God forbid. But anyway, this is Autism Daddy checking in with you all. Wanted to try an audio blog just to see how it works, see if it's interesting to you guys to hear me babble on and on. But the takeaway from this is that Kyle's been amazing. He's been amazingly well behaved, and that's the other thing too. He, after a couple of the seizures yesterday, he took naps, and it almost made me think that that maybe he had other seizures on other days that we didn't see, and that's why he was so well behaved, that he was kind of, not napping, but just kind of schmoopy by being out of it from having a seizure that we didn't catch. Or B, that he's coming down with a cold, because sometimes when he's so well behaved and so easygoing, that means that a cold or a fever is right around the corner. But anyway, I'm stressed out, and the wife is a rock and is just dealing with everything so much better than I am. This EEG thing, I'm like freaking out about, because I know it's going to be hard on him and it's going to be hard on us. But she's able to separate that from, and just worry about it when it happens. But there's no worrying about it in advance for her, which is amazing. I wish I could be more like her. And that's it. And what else? Oh, and I asked you guys a couple of last week what to get her for Mother's Day, and you'll be happy to know that what I got her was a 20-pack of yoga classes. That's one of the things that she wanted, and that she loves yoga, and her membership for 20-pack was expiring, and it's the gift that keeps on giving in a way, because she loves yoga so much, and she maybe goes once or twice a week, so that 20-pack will last her probably through the summer. And happy autism mommy is a good thing. So that's what I got for Mother's Day. And now I'm really rambling, and it's been 12 minutes and 42 seconds. So I'm going to cut it off there, see if this makes any sense at all. And if it does, you'll see it on my blog and on YouTube. And there you go. Talk to you soon. Over and out. Ciao.